Hey team, how's it going? I'm Corey, thanks for tuning in. We're gonna do some live coding today, and we're gonna work on my bot Byte. You can see Byte, uh, part of Byte in the bottom left corner. What you see on screen is a Twitch plugin I'm using, but we're building a kind of chatbot version of Byte. So we're gonna work on that today. I worked on this last stream on Wednesday, and we got it to a place where I can say commands to Byte. He would recognize them and respond to me. And then I worked on getting Twitch chat integrated since the break, so you guys can now talk to chat or talk to Byte in chat. If you do exclamation point Byte and then type a message, Byte should be able to hear you. I don't have him booted yet, so if you're in chat, give me 2 minutes and we'll boot him up. Except what I realized is while I was getting Twitch chat working, I apparently broke the voice talking commandy part. So we're gonna debug that. But first, let me turn on Byte. Hey, Backward Spy, how is it going? So we are gonna probably turn Byte on and off. Ooh, thank you for the subscription, Backward Spy. Appreciate it as always. So we probably will get some Byte telling us people joined chat things because people are here. And we'll see if we, yeah, right now we're only getting transcriptions of gentle music. And one thing is it is transcribing in really quick intervals here, because I put it on base English just to try to save CPU while we stream. But I think it's not getting the audio right. Just because it doesn't make sense to me that it wouldn't get any audio. All of the notifications. And let's see, it did connect to chat, I believe. Yes, awesome. So, and should be connected to chat, and if we can't...
Welcome,
There we go.
01 Ella. How can I assist you today? Hello and welcome, Anna third viewer. How can I assist you today? Welcome, coreyja. How can I assist you today? Welcome, Drapsnut. How can I assist you today? Welcome, Apuspapus. How can I assist you today? Welcome to the channel, Polarigia. How can I assist you today?
There we go. It got all the joins. The joins come, interestingly, this set of joins comes in almost every time I join the channel, which is interesting. Some of these names I recognize, like Opus Bopus, which was pronounced very funny by Say in OSX. But like, it's interesting. Like, Backward Spy, how's it going? You were in chat and you said something, and I don't even have you in my IRC list here, so it's just fun. We'll have to figure that out eventually, but for now, we'll let that run. But some interesting things have happened. My whispers seem to have stopped running.
Welcome,
Which is
Kata.
interesting.
How can I assist you today?
Okay.
Welcome, Real Canadian Chitter. How can I assist you today? Welcome Backward Spy. How can I assist you today? Welcome Eclipse Chat 11. How can I assist you today?
Okay, see, so we got some of those. They just came in a bit late. Hey, Real Canadian Cheddar, thanks for tuning in. And Backward Spy, Real Canadian Cheddar was here with me on Wednesday when we got this working for the first time. That was fun. Yeah, we are gonna have to add something so that the bot can understand names a bit better. I think I'm gonna try to add something where you can tell it how you want it pronounced, right, and type it out so it'll pronounce it better. And then it'll like save that. We have a database now actually that we can save things to. Maybe we'll get to that eventually. So I definitely do want to do pronunciations because it doesn't do most of them how I imagine people want them pronounced. It doesn't do mine how I would want either, so we will definitely get there, or that's the plan. Okay, cool, that's just an IRC message, but something went out wrong with my whisper stuff. Oh, and one other thing, I am probably gonna turn off the Twitch half just while we debug the whisper stuff and go back and forth. But while it's up, chat, if you use exclamation point Byte and then a message, Byte should read it and respond to you in aloud now. So just so you know, while the bot is up and the Twitch chat portion is running, you're free to do that. Though as I say that, I might spin it down for the moment because I don't really know if I wanted to keep spamming the joins, and I wonder if it has something to do with whisper stopping. Actually, before we check that out, let's check out Activity Monitor and see like what kind of threads and stuff we are using. Okay, so we do have 100% of one CPU, but I should be like, I should have multiple threads open and stuff, so that in theory I could be, yeah, I mean, I have 13 threads open, so I should be able to do multiple things like that at once. It's not like they should be blocked on the 100% CPU. Oh, cool. Cool. Nothing super exciting there. But yeah, we're gonna definitely turn this off for a minute. And here's how I've been stopping things. I'll just stop. Oh, nope, I wanted the other one. I don't want to run the Twitch bot for just a sec, and we're just gonna do the audio loop because that's what I want to debug today. I don't know what broke about it. Well, so I went and did some stuff on my laptop, and that's where I got the Twitch chat stuff working. And I did have some audio working on my laptop, but to do that, I did have to change some of the audio processing around, and I obviously broke something. So let's pull up the code from last Wednesday's stream, and then we'll pull up some of the audio stuff that I am doing now, and we will see if we can spot the difference where I broke everything. Do these have timestamps? Because that would be way more. Ah, there we go. I just need to do good commits. There we go. 2 weeks ago, 4 days ago, 3 days ago. Okay, yes. So this oh, verified. Nope. So verified means it came from my laptop where I'm signing commits. So I'm not signing commits here, which is perfect. So let's look at this commit. Let's just, I don't want to review that. I just want to look at the commit. Yeah. Yes, not this view, I guess. I guess just go to this. Nope, that also didn't get me to the commit. It really just wants me to get to this diff, but I want to see the entire thing at this commit. And am I at, okay, I am at that commit now. Okay, so I think that is actually what I needed. Okay, so before we selected our preferred mic, we did the config, same just default config. We were only handling floating point F32, cool, because that's all I'm handling right now. We were using base, okay, cool, so that's good to remember. I didn't remember, so we're using base English, that's what I'm still using. We converted it, and we had a hard-coded this, and we always had 2 channels. Then after that, we converted stereo to mono, and then we did our params. That's pretty close to what I think we're doing now. Though everything's moved around just a little bit. And I think some of that's probably our problem. So, we have a recording thread main. This is where we get the device. We select the same device that we were before. Get the same default config. We can even see it print out and it looks good. We're using base. I moved this out of the loop just so we don't have to get the base or load the model context every time. I think that's one thing that was making it really slow. It's really fast now, and I think this fixed it, but it's still not working. So, and then here's, so yeah, then we're receiving from the channel, and the mic pushes to the channel when we turn. Wait a sec. Oh, is this not supposed to be in this loop? That would be interesting, because I don't think it's supposed to be. Oh, I was making a new sender and receiver or something here. I definitely don't think I wanted that. Yeah, I definitely only want to set up the stream once. Oh. That would definitely not do something right. Okay, but it's still not doing anything. It's still just spitting out blank audio. Okay, so we do need some log lines to help us get this working. Because like it's just looping. So I already have num segments getting printed out, but that's much farther down the stack. Let's add something right here. So this is the closure that's getting called when I'm getting stuff from the microphone. Received some samples from Mike. I just want to see some stuff get printed out here. This is probably going to get printed out a ton, but like that's fine. Unless it doesn't get, yeah, lots of samples from the mic. Perfect. And this is sending, and this is just a standard one, but that's, I don't think that's our problem, right? Because we're looping here, and then we pull things off, and then if it's greater, then here we can print line like got some audio to process. I don't really think I need any information about it. This is more just an event that we got here. And then I do actually want to do some of these here. Print line, convert it. Yep. Because I want to like see that we actually want to convert and want to convert the channels. Converting to mono, perfect. Theme search, none of those. I could like turn on some of these just to see what happens. That would kind of be interesting. But we do get the num segment, and I am printing out the segment here. Okay, so converting. Okay, so it's doing both of those things. One thing that's interesting is that I want to increase this buffer size here. Times 2. Let's just like double it, because it feels like that's just going very quickly, and I'm wondering if it's just not getting enough audio that it makes any sense. But no, it's still just getting buzzing. So I'm not converting it right. There's got to be something that I'm doing wrong with the audio, because we're getting data here, right? A reference to recorded sample. Wait, okay, so what's happening here? We loop, we've recorded sample, we get a received value. If loading that received value, it returns okay, we append it to an array. If we then have enough of an array that we want to process it, we're gonna process it. Let's just get like a little of these just to see what they look like. We get audio data, we convert it to mono, and then audio data here is this thing. Yep. Huh, okay. That all looks right. I'm not finding an obvious bug here. Okay, those are not all the same number, but it's just not working anymore. But I don't really see what we did very different. Because we're still doing, this is like even the same thing we're doing with the recorded sample here. This is using a while let for the receiver instead of just looping, but I don't think that's the issue. Oh wait, I have a while let and a loop. Oh, I've always had that. Wait, what? I'm looping in select. Why is this a loop? Just because it's always been there? I don't think that ever mattered though, because this while let never ended. But that was never supposed to be happening. We definitely didn't need to be looping there. Which means I think I can just remove it altogether. If nothing else, this is going to make the code easier to understand. Unless just the while let, because receive waits until there's something. Yeah. Once a message is sent to the corresponding sender or sync sender, this receiver will wake up and return that message. Yep. Cool. So I don't think I ever needed that loop. I doubt that's doing anything better. Oh, buzzing. Yeah, there we go. No, it's just saying buzzing still. And chat can definitely hear me, so my mic's not working. Sorry, just running through anything I can think of here that would mess this up. And this just returns of F32s. And I know we're converting, and I know we're doing this because it says so. And this did it too. We resampled it, and then we converted it. And then that's what we passed off. Man, what did I break here? And it's not just the model. I can go back to doing the large model, but I don't think that's gonna fix anything. It'll just take a little longer to run things, but I don't think it's gonna make anything any better. Maybe it'll do things in more pieces though. Will that help? Blank audio. It doesn't appear so. I don't think the audio is blank though. Should I try recording these bits of audio and saving them somewhere? You know what I should really try? This. Save these. Whip. Check out this commit. Nope, it didn't check out. Okay, whatever. There we go. Oh, if I just go back to an old commit, will it work? Okay. Loading model, awesome. Oh, okay, so now I don't think I'm printing out every time, but let's see if it just works and recognizes me. No, let's just have it print out every time. Okay, where do I want, oh, this is just, okay, cool. Let's say, that didn't look right because it wasn't right. That was pre-refactoring everything. Okay. So here is where we can just print out all of the text that it transcribes. Let's see if it actually is transcribing anything. Yeah, okay. So this works great. Let's read it again. Something's up here. We gotta see what we're doing differently. And it's before this. So I thought it had something to do with this buffering thing because I changed this up, but it can't be. It's before it. Because I don't get text out of Whisper. That's that nice here. This is actually a different part in the code path than I'm doing the print before. It's more like right here. So I can add that back. That'll more closely match what we were just doing. Awesome. Okay, and then that means that I can get rid of this one again. This is gonna match closer to what I was printing out from the other branch. And we can see that, there we go. Yep, it gets segments and it knows how to transcribe them reasonably. So what is going on that is just super duper messing with our audio now? Okay, so this one uses two sync ones. Oh, so that's one thing that's different. We're using different types of reset hard. That's fine. I do need the fuzzy checkout to give me the branch name. Okay. So that is one thing that I'm doing differently is I'm not always using, I'm using a lot more Tokyo multiple producers, single thing channels. But are those different? Tokyo multiple producer, single consumer ordering. I would really hope these don't mess with ordering. It will buffer. Attempts to send new messages will wait. Oh, what if I just need a bigger buffer on some of these? But not like the say sender. The say sender is probably fine with 32. What about the ones that are doing like the audio stuff though? These ones. String one's fine. String one's fine. It's the one that's doing... Oh, but that one I'm using a sync one still. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just trying to do some number of them at a time. And like I could just do recorded sample here, right? That would just not, I don't think, then I think Whisper is gonna get mad at me. Whisper will now say like, oh, I don't know what to do with that kind of data. Rawr. And just blow up. Or not. Or it'll do something else entirely. What is it doing? Whisper's trying, I think. What's going on with you, Whisper? What's going on right now? Oh yeah, it's trying. Oh, okay. Don't know what it's trying to do, but it's really, really trying. Wow. I am on, is this on large right now? Yep. But still. So it's gotta be something with, no, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like it would be anything to do with my channels. What's going on? Why is this taking an absurd amount of time? Like, I know I didn't expect that to work because I just turned off all of that processing, but I didn't expect it to just not ever return. There we go. Okay, it heard music. It found music notes. It decided. So this one's at least, but that's also the unprocessed, which like wasn't supposed to work. So I don't even think that was useful experiment, to be honest. Where's the thing where there it is. It's this one. Audio data. And like I'm doing the same append over here, right? Like, yeah, append. I was making sure that I didn't mess up the ordering. And I think that's what that, let's look at what that prints out for the config. 48,000 is the sample rate. And so this, when I tell it to do the sample rate conversion with sample rate 48,000, that should really be the same as this hard-coded 48,000. I think this should literally be identical. Uh-oh, team, how did I break it? It doesn't seem broken, but like it's obviously broken. I don't even know where it's printing out buzzing. There it is, it's buzzing. Yeah. I also don't know why it's printing out so many segments though. That doesn't, oh, I did double that. I did tell it to do, there's a ×2 that I added. Okay, so sure. Get rid of that. Because this is actually 48. That's where the underscore goes in that one. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't pay attention to that. And I'm obviously sending it data from the microphone. I really don't know why this isn't working, team. And why it's working on the other branch. That's the really puzzling part, I think. Do I already have a whip? Yeah, I do. Let's unwhip that whip. Maybe I'll make another whip. I just want to make sure that I'm doing both of these steps, but I think so. If we're in here, we get some audio data. If the sample rate isn't what we need it to be, we convert it to audio data again. And then this is whether we need to convert it to stereo or mono audio. So something interesting I can do is I could do this. I could do this first. Really? That's interesting. Why do they have different types? Expected, found. Yeah. What? Oh, this audio data. Yeah, I see. That needs to be a 2-back. Got it. This doesn't have anything to do with it. This now needs a reference. That doesn't need a 2-back. It just is already a back. And then that. Okay. Cool. This then can become a 1 because it's already that way. This is still not going to work because it's, oops. Uh-oh. I didn't actually want to undo that one. I don't think I wanted to undo that one. Oops. What do I want to do here? This is a mess. Oops. Not cargo run. Why did this stop working? It just isn't. What are we doing to the audio here? What are we doing that's making it all go wacko? This branch works great, or this commit on from Wednesday. It worked great. We just oh, it's not doing that until I say something. So like, okay, Byte, what's the weather like today? And then, oh, there we go.
Hello there, my name is Byte, not Byte. I'm here to help you with your questions. Unfortunately, as a chatbot, I don't have direct access to the internet or real-time information, so I can't provide you with the current weather. I recommend checking a reliable...
Oops. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that was gonna stop it from talking. Like, it makes a lot of sense. I just didn't think about it. Yeah, so like this branch works great. Or commit, doesn't matter. This version of the code. And I'm really having a lot of trouble figuring out why it's materially different. Hey, Opus Bopus, how is it going? Thanks for stopping by. We are working on Byte, our bot. And right now we're looking at the code that works. It works great. Which is awesome. But I don't know why the code that doesn't work. And that's frustrating me. B reset to origin. Okay, we're gonna reset for everything that I've done today. Which is fine. Which is fine. Essentially my last 2 weeks at work. Oh no, I'm sorry, Opus, that doesn't sound fun. At least this isn't work for me. But I know you'll get there eventually. Okay, so TwitchBot, we're commenting out for now because that is working fine, but we're debugging and I don't want to spam welcoming people. I have too many threads and channels going on and it was working great and now I regret it. But they're not even my problem. My problem is way... Simon... Oh, that didn't come up. I thought that would. There we go. Samson. I got the few letters wrong. If it's not that, convert it to that. This is probably just a .0. Hey, TCP stream, thanks for stopping by. How's it going? Oh, that didn't work. It likes the into better. Coding in Rust. Yes, we are coding in Rust. Trakovic. We're doing some bot coding. So I have a bot called Byte that, well, it's supposed to be able to talk to both me and you guys in chat. I have the chat part working, I think, but turned off while we debug. And on Wednesday on stream, we got the audio working. And now when I run it, and actually I don't know if I'm on my new version or Wednesday's version. I think I'm on my new version. Oh no, this is Wednesday's version? So Wednesday's version works. I can say, hey Byte, what's going on today? And if we wait like a while, it will sometimes have registered it. Okay, it didn't that time. Wait, which version is? Wait. Oh no, this is the new version. That's not working. Yeah, it was working in the last video. We had it. And then I broke something. So we're trying to figure out what I broke. I don't know what's going on yet. But let's add some of this debugging that I had just blown away because I broke all my commits. And so what seems to be happening is it's transcribing and it just gets nothing. Like it's just hearing music right now. And last time when we were working on this and we just got nothing out of the audio, what that usually meant was I was processing the audio incorrectly. Like it was the wrong sample rate or I didn't convert it to mono for the channel. Like something just wasn't right. But that doesn't seem to be what's happening now because like I've checked this so many times. But now I have more eyes from chat. I'm gonna put you all to work. Basically, if you see anything that seems silly, let me know. So this is 4 days ago. This is what was working. We're getting the device. It's the same device. We get the config. We start recording. We were using a standard sync channel. Our stream was an F32, like we're always doing floating point stuff. And every time we find something on the mic, we send it to our channel. Okay. We grab the mic, same name, get the default config, and then I don't like that this is in a loop. So these are some of the things that I did at the very beginning of stream, but that don't actually help, but feel reasonable. That shouldn't have really been looping. Like I want to just keep recording audio forever. And that's not what this was doing. Wait. Recording thread main. This does need a loop. But I think it's just that this received is never supposed to close. This channel's always supposed to be open and getting data. So this is in essence supposed to loop. And I guess this could just be like a, or what's the unreachable? It should never exit. So now if it does, we'll at least get a message that's like something's up. How'd we get here? Okay, so. And we're off and running. We get segments now. So now we get 2 segments. I don't know if that's relevant. It's just is a fact. And it's happening very quickly. Again, not sure that's relevant. And there's other things that I want to do because they feel... Oh no, this is already, everything's already pulled out of the loop. I kind of want to like... And I had this before where we were pulling things from the mic and putting them to files. And I almost want to try that because it seems like that might be where something's going wrong. But I'm not sure about that at all. Build input stream from this supported stream config. Yep. Which branch is this? This is the one that's working. Oh, okay. Wait. This is the one that's working? Is that true? No, it's not. It's not working at all. Uh-oh. Team, I'm getting lost in the code. But that's not working. That says blank audio every time. Welcome new chatters. Oh yeah, no, welcome new chatters is today's. That wasn't supposed to be working. Sorry, team. I got a little confused. So we just blew away some of those changes again. So like, do I just want to copy and paste recording thread main? Let's just take this whole function from here. Will that work? Recording thread main, I think, does more than it used to. Or did more there than it does now. But I guess I can try it out, right? Delete this. Paste in a new one. Cool. So this is like almost the same code. This didn't even have much of a diff to it. Okay, there's more of a diff here than I thought. We do this looping at the beginning, which I don't like at all. Which I don't actually think happens though, because I don't remember seeing like input device happen again, but I just don't think it makes sense. We don't clone the config. Oh my gosh, that's it. It's this one. I think. Because if I don't have that in the while let, it won't work. Okay, wait a sec. Is that it? Because the receiving line needs to be part of the while let. I can't break it to a new thing. Because it just won't happen. Cool. Gotta turn things back on. That's what it's currently mad about. But was most of the problem that I wasn't actually pulling things off the receiver? Was I just pulling the same beginning off it every time? Okay. Are we gonna get audio? Oh. That's the Twitch bot's on. We're about to welcome everyone to stream, probably. We're gonna get a lot of announcements. That'll be fun. Oh, okay, and now it's not printing everything, but maybe it'll work? Let's try it. Hey, Byte, are you working? It's not fully working. But if we give it a minute, it might respond to people being in chat. We might get some join messages from Discord. Maybe. Maybe not. Why do I want the clone on the receive? Good question, Opus. Let's find out. So since we quit it, let's do two things. First, I want to add a print line here. Something like that. And then why do I want the clone here? I don't know. Why do I want the clone here? It's a great question, Opus. That doesn't make a ton of sense, does it? If I'm receiving thing from the channel, why would I be cloning it? Why did I have that? Made no sense as on a separate line either. That was some weird code. Wouldn't you want to just clone the inner data instead of the iterator? At least that's how I believe Wurst would do it. If you wanted to clone the inner data, you'd want cloned. Well, I wasn't doing receiver.clone. That would be more like cloning the iterator. It's also not an iterator, it's a channel, but I think it's the same idea. And receive is like next. So like next.clone is the same as cloned.net. You know what I mean? Like it does work. It didn't make sense. I also didn't want to clone it at all, is the answer. But I don't think it was explicitly... I don't think it was doing it on the channel. It was calling it on the actual inner data. Okay, but let's see. Did that make anything better? I want to print out every time it sees things. Sorry, that's the Twitch stuff. I meant to comment that out this time, but I forgot. Oh, there we go. Okay, it was just that, and everything seems better now. So now I can do some of my other cleanups that I wanted to do, and then we'll let everything run, which will be awesome. Okay, this should not be in a loop. That makes no sense. But this should have an unreachable at the end that says this channel should never close. And it's not this channel, it's the audio recording channel should never close. Okay, we are off and running. There's some other stuff that I think I want to do though. Wasn't there Whisper? Oh, it's already out of the loop. Okay. Awesome. So this I think should make things a lot faster. I had Whisper inside the loop and it made it reinit every time, which I think means I was like loading the model into memory like all the time, and now it should just like stay in memory and all that fun stuff. And so let's see if we just get good transcription. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Now only
Welcome to
if I
the
could fix
channel,
my own
Eclipse
bugs.
Chat 11. How can I assist you today? Welcome, Jeffel0ob8p. How can I assist you today? Welcome, 01 Ella. How can I assist you today? Welcome to the channel, Drapsnut. How can I assist you today?
This might be too much.
Welcome,
We might have to
Apuspapus. How
turn
may
this
I
off.
assist you today? Welcome, Anna Third Viewer. How can I assist you today? Welcome, Backwardsby. How can I assist you today?
Backwardsby.
Hello Commander Rude. Welcome to the channel. How can I assist you today? Welcome Kata. How can I assist you today? Welcome, Stream. How can I assist you today?
Wow, that one was a bad one.
Welcome, Coreyja. How can I assist you today? Welcome, Polaragia. How can I assist you today? Welcome Vamercy. How can I assist you today?
So those ones when it boots are a lot. I think I will probably try to do something where it doesn't speak that first bunch of joins it gets together, or does them as a list, or just welcomes the group in general. Because that's just kind of a lot to go one by one. I think it'll be nice when someone joins like more organically and that happens, but that wasn't that way. And yeah, I wish we could help you fix your own bugs, Opus. That would be nifty, wouldn't it? Okay, so now that this is working, team, I'm gonna just be going around and doing some cleanup. I'm gonna try to not stop it and let it run for a while, so it'll be up. Chat, if you want to interact with Byte and ask them a question, please do !Byte, space and then a message, and we'll see if Byte feels like responding. Fingers crossed they do. Okay, so running the audio loop. This does want to loop because it's pulling things off of the thing here. Cache the welcome names in Redis for 24 hours TTL, totally not overkill. Well, Opus, let me tell you. We got a neon-backed Postgres database that we're connected to now. We haven't done anything with it yet. It needs some tables. It's empty, but I did the setup so that we have the power to
Welcome,
completely overkill
Ski.
this.
How can I assist you today?
Hey, how's it going, new viewer? Um, but we have a full Postgres database and like a pretty good cloud one, right? So we can do anything. Something that I was mentioning, I think right before you joined earlier, Opus, was I definitely want to implement like nickname styles so everyone in chat and myself can tell Byte how to pronounce their names, because it doesn't get anyone's right basically. So we'll need to save that to the database. I do think I want to like get some kind of stream object that knows that this time range was a stream and maybe these chatters were there, some stats on that. I think that could be fun. um so yeah, and I do think welcoming, either caching the welcome for the whole day, or maybe if you leave you come back you get a message. I don't know, there's fun things to play with. But let me look through this code here. See, I have a loop
Welcome,
and a while
Spafa.
let.
How can I assist you today?
I have a loop and this while let. That can't be right. Oh, and they're both just right next to each other. Love that. Um, Unreachable. The message channel should never close. Yeah, all of these channels should never close. So I really almost shouldn't have any like loops. This loop. I think this can also be a whoa. While let. Okay. Yep. Except not that at all. Text. Then this just goes away. Expected. Oh, option. So this is just a sum. Nice. Okay. And yeah, any more loops? The channel has been closed. Yeah, okay. Wow. This is not the best one at all. While let some message. That's all I need, and then unreachable. This J channel should never close. That's way better than this one. Nice. Oh yeah, that's just running. That's doing great. Okay. Hey Byte, what would be a good feature to implement for our chatbot? I do want to add something where it notifies me when it recognized something, so I know that it actually heard me, because it didn't hear me there at all. Or it didn't recognize the keyword. That's probably what happened. Hey Byte, what feature should we build next for our chatbot? See if we can get it. No, I don't think it's catching it. Oh wait, this happened again. We just aren't getting things from Whisper anymore. Okay, so let's see if that happens if I just run Whisper without Twitch. Clean up some loops. Oops. Cool. Okay, so that's not super helpful to me anymore. We just want to see if we go to our main. No more Twitch for the moment. Sorry, everyone in chat. Oh, that's interesting. The message channel should never close. Okay, well, that one's a fun one. Why did the message channel close? Oh. No, just receive. This thing's fine to wait. Oh, okay. And then this is a sum. Okay, that's better. So I wonder if it we'll still do that where eventually it just stops, or if it has something to do with having all the other stuff open as well. So I guess we're just gonna let it sit for a while, and I can also chat with it and see if it works. So, hey Byte, what's a good feature to add next to our chatbot?
Hey there, as your trusty stream companion, I would suggest adding an interactive poll feature. This way, your audience can actively participate in the conversation by voting on topics or making choices. It's a great way to engage with your viewers and get real-time feedback. What do you think?
I like that. We can add a poll feature. I definitely didn't say no that many times in a row though, Whisper. That's funny. Um, okay, Byte. How would a poll feature for our chatbot work? Oh, I didn't catch it that time. Hey, Byte. How would a poll feature for our chatbot work?
Hey there, to implement a poll feature for our chatbot, we can have a command like poll followed by the question and multiple options. Users can then vote by typing the option they choose. The bot will keep track of the votes and provide real-time results. What do you think?
I like that. I like that. So here's just something I want to chat about though. I've been thinking about stuff with my bot and what to implement, right? And so we're in Twitch. We got Twitch chat, and that already comes with a lot of stuff like polls and everything are built in. And I've been trying to figure out whether I want to make this like lean into that ecosystem or not. And I think I am gonna make it lean in. So like I don't know if I want to implement points. I know a lot of Twitch bots will have like a point system built into the chat bot. But I think I want to just lean into teamwork tokens. We have teamwork tokens already from Twitch. That's what we call our viewer reward tokens. I forget what Twitch calls them. We call them teamwork tokens. They have a fun icon now as of this week, so that's fun. You should check that out. And I think I want to use those. It does like limit what we can do, but I think that's fine. It's leaning into the ecosystem, and it'll be fun. So along with polls, right? I think to do polls, I'd want to integrate it with actual Twitch chat, like the poll feature and the or the betting feature in Twitch chat. So I think we'll do that eventually. I'm not sure we're going to do that right now. I don't think that's going to be step one here, but I do think it is going to happen. This seems like it's going to continue to run. So a really fun question is going to be, why did it stop before? What was causing it to just kind of deadlock and not keep going? But we do got to give it some more time. I got to give it at least 5 or 10 minutes, I feel like, before I'm convinced it actually is just going to keep running. And this is base EN, I think, is the model. I'm just curious which we're running. Yeah, base EN. That's pretty good. And we're no longer loading the context in a loop, so that feels a lot better. That's also not stressing out my CPU as much. It goes up and down, right? But it's not maxing it to the top like it was for a while. So that feels really good. Okay, so do we want to go ahead and think about something like nicknames? Because that could be a fun feature. We could let's at least start sketching on it while we let this be open. So I'm gonna open up ScalaDraw because I like drawing diagrams for this sort of thing. Let's just start drawing. Perfect. Okay. So we want to implement nicknames. Nicknames for Twitch chat. So we want to be able to okay, so actually let's do these separately. We'll be good designer like people. Because then I can make it a little smaller. Okay, so be able to send a chat to set your preferred pronunciation / nickname to Byte or Byte.
Hello, I noticed you mentioned my name is Byte. Actually, my name is Byte, with a Y. How can I assist you today?
I love that it heard
Hello.
that.
It
Oh,
seems like you called me either Byte or Byte. How can I assist you today?
I think our prompt even tells them to never mention misspellings of their name, and they still do, and I love it. I still want to fix it because I don't think it makes any sense. But it's kind of funny. Store these in a DB table. Yep, nothing exciting there. When we refer to a user, check if they have a preferred username name instead. Okay, so yeah, I think what I'd want to do there is, wow, not have that filled in. Probably make like a Twitch chatters table. And have, so far I just think it needs to have two fields. It'll have the like Twitch username, and it'll have the like preferred name. And then with that you can set your preferred name, and the bot will respond to you with that name. And I think that should be pretty easy. I'm actually gonna run. I need to go to the bathroom for just a sec. I will be back, team. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. I am back. Um, cool. So that's maybe all we need at the moment. We have a Twitch chatters table with a username and a preferred name. Um, I think that's all we're gonna do at the moment. Is this still working? This is totally still working. It's been 5 minutes now, which was part of that. So something's up for sure. When I have the Twitch thing running, it does seem like this eventually stops. Which is weird, because it doesn't really seem like there's a good reason for that to happen. But you know, we'll figure it out, I think. I'm gonna call this confirmation that it works okay when I don't have the Twitch thing running though, and I'm gonna turn it off for now. No Twitch for now. And loop better. Awesome. Okay, so let's do some commits. Cargo, SQLX, migrate, new, init. I don't know what it is. Add. Oh, add, create Twitch chatters table. We'll leave off table. Perfect. Okay, so we are going to, we don't have any local database, so we're just gonna do this you know, live. Except I don't actually at all know what Postgres create tables look like. Just because I don't ever write them by hand. Example. I could make it if not exists. No, it's gonna track that. Column 1 data type, column constraint. Yeah, so it's like Twitch username. Hey, Backward Spy, have a good dinner, and we'll talk to you in a bit. Twitch username. It's text, not null. And then preferred username. Preferred name? Preferred username? I don't know. Preferred name. We're gonna call it preferred name. Actually, let's call it preferred Twitch. No, they're already a Twitch chatter. It can just be preferred name. That's perfect. Can't parse that SQL. Oh, because it freaking SQL's picky about that. Cool. Do I want any indexes? Yeah, like create index username on Twitch username. Yep, that. So now what I can do is go cargo SQLX migrate run. Okay. So that's not the right syntax. This becomes one of those. This becomes one of those with a thingy at the end. There we go. Now it's better SQL, and my SQL formatter's happier with me. Yay! Awesome. Okay, we added our Twitch chatters. Okay. What do we want to do now? Let's make a function that gets the preferred username for a user. So let's make a new directory here. We're gonna want some separation, I think, between our database. So we're gonna make a new database module. Do I already have DB? Why aren't you asking me where to put this? Oh, okay. How about you don't do that though? How about you come back, Rust Analyzer? Reload. Client is not running. Well, then restart it. Okay. Yes, we gotta quit VS Code. The only thing I need to remember to do... Oh, that's only when it's JavaScript. I don't even think it does that here. Okay, never mind. We're good. I have an auto testing thing that like tries to run all my tests when I boot it up when in JavaScript land, and it's not my favorite. But we're not in JavaScript, so we're good. We do Rust on this stream. No, you don't just get a SSH on boot. There we go. Making progress. Not quite all the way there yet, but there we go. Create module there. You're allowed to hop to it. Okay, phew. Public function preferred Twitch name. Takes in a Twitch username. It actually also takes in a database pool. PG pool. Import the pool. Okay, now we gotta write some SQL. Let user equals SQLX query. Select preferred name. I think I just called it preferred name from Twitch chatters. I called it Twitch chatters. I don't know why. Why did I do that? Oh, it'll match structs. That'll be fine. Where Twitch username is 1, we pass in that. Perfect. I should have the database URL set though. That is the whole point. That's not the right directory. Cargo bill. Error will decoding column 0, expected value at line 13, column 5. Oh, okay. Twitch username. Twitch username, preferred name. Preferred name. Error occurred while decoding column. Uh-oh. That's not good. I just don't even really know what that's trying to tell me. I also really forgot how much it's annoying that it doesn't think database URL is set here. which definitely has something to do with my mvarc extension not working nicely, which might have something to do with my bash terminal being weird actually. Oh, this one opened tmux. Yeah, that might be weird. I haven't usually been launching tmux. So I could expand macros, but like, I don't think that's it. Select preferred name from Twitch chatters. Yeah. Database URL must be set. Like, I get that you don't know that the database URL is set in there, but in the terminal, it does know the database URL is set. Like, what? You just do any select? Can I do anything? Oh, well, that doesn't make sense there because it just doesn't make sense. Oh, I don't know what I was doing. SQL X Postgres example. What am I doing wrong here? This was supposed to be just like pretty that easy, to be honest. Okay. I know. So I could just do query without the bang. Oh yeah, that would be interesting, right? That would at least get me closer. I could at least run the thing. Query. This function takes one argument, but two were supplied. Oh. And then we bind a Twitch username. Okay, well, it tried. It got a little farther. But that wasn't the issue either. Query. Query as. I got that. Compile time verification. Okay, so actually this is valid syntax. You're totally allowed to do that. Fetch one, pool, await, unwrap. Yeah, so that is the full fetch. I also can do this with the macro. That's valid. Oh yeah, it doesn't know that this is async. That's fine. Async. It doesn't go there. It goes after the public. Unexpected value at line 13. It just doesn't like this at all. Okay, so let's log into Neon. Because I think it tells me the tables that exist. And it'll tell me whether there's a table. Yeah, there's a Twitch chatters table. It's got these two columns even. But it's not even like it's giving me an error. Error while decoding column 0. Is it because I didn't give it like a type? I don't know. So the migration ran. Yeah, what is this telling me? when I upgrade to the new version. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not fun. Cargo toml for byte. What version of SQLX are you asking for? Yeah. Apparently, we want to do 6. That's fun. Let's see what that says. Yeah, okay, well that's fine. I actually don't need it to be a string. That was just me trying to get it to work. Cool. Okay. That built perfectly fine. Okay, so then this I bet has something called username. So I bet I can do fetch optional. That. If there's a string, use it. If not, use their Twitch username. Cool. Because now what I can do is in main, where I'm doing, oh, let's turn on Twitch chat. I might turn off joins for the moment though. Continue. To do, turn these back on. I know it's an unreachable statement, but that's why it's there. I guess I could just do this. Or to do remove this when we can handle the joins on launch better. Cargo run. Okay. Oh, well, that one doesn't let us get anything into this yet, so I guess let's do full end-to-end before we do this. It's fine. We need to be able to handle a new thingamabob. So right now I actually only know how to handle byte, and I'm doing it with strip prefix. Oh, but I don't really, this isn't really, I don't like that. If message dot starts with byte. Yeah, I think this is what I had at one point, and we're gonna go back to it. Do I use that ever? Chat message. That's what I got out of it. Yeah, okay. So then let chat message strip prefix unwrap. Perfect. And then it's just this. Perfect. Okay, and then else if message that starts with I don't know, what do we want to make this nickname? We're gonna do nickname, I think. Let chat message. Yep. I definitely think there's some ways to clean up this code later, but it's fine for the moment for sure. If chat message is empty, then we do here we want to tell you your username. I think we're gonna do some of this stuff just in chat without always doing voice, just because everything being voice would be too much. So I can do client.send. And I don't know if I want to send just a a private message, or just a message. Twitch IRC send. Sending and receiving messages. To send a chat, use priv message. Okay, so send priv message to the target. So this is where I put in my channel. It's always the same. This is where we get the message. So in DB, this is actually going to be public async function get Twitch chatter, where it takes a pool. Yep. Yep. Can you just generate that? Nope. Struct Twitch chatter. Twitch chatter. Yep. Doesn't even have an ID. Don't need to have that. Cool. So this is then just get Twitch chatter. Wait it. Cargo build. Yeah, I know there's unreachables. That's absolutely the standard. Okay, yeah, so let user equals get Twitch chatter, where their nickname, this. So I assume that these ones basically just have to come with a prefix. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's really true, but it's what I'm going with. So this comes from config.db. Let message. Oh, yeah, we're not gonna LLM this. We're just gonna do this. Your current nickname is this. You don't have a nickname set. Oh, actually, oh no. Crap. My table's wrong already. But it's fine, because there's no data in it. So it's not a big deal to add another migration. But I do have to add another migration, because I already ran it in prod. Change Twitch chatters preferred to nullable. Because we don't always have that. Oof, I change column null Postgres. I don't know how to do this in raw SQL. Alter table that drop not null. Drop not null. Alter column drop not null. Okay. Alter table Twitch chatters. Alter column preferred name drop not null. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Cargo SQLX run. Cool. Okay, let's go back to our DB. This is an option. Get, so this is actually going to be get or create Twitch chatter. Get yep. If the let user is, oh yeah, so actually we're always going to return a Twitch chatter here. Maybe with a result, because it feels like this is something that could fail. Do I just have on wraps here then? I totally do. I was like, wait a sec, there's no way this can't fail. It's very failable. Into diagnostic. Into oh, I didn't do the dot. That's why it's not getting any of this. Into diagnostic. Perfect. It doesn't know that I have database URL set. It's wrong. So if there's a user, return it. Query as insert into Twitch chatter's Twitch username returning star. Fetch one into diagnostic user. Yep. Love it. Cargo build. Oh, I'm not done yet. This get or create Twitch chatter. Preferred Twitch name. So this is now get or create Twitch chatter. So that's a user. If let some preferred, it's really just user dot preferred name unwrap or Twitch username to string. Oh, pup. You can access all of these. Okay, this just goes away. Result. Might result of a string. Oh yeah. There we go. I don't care about database URL not being found. It's a fake error. Okay, so okay, so this is, oh, no, it's fine. Let user equals get or create Twitch chatter. Config.db. I don't think it's that. It's nickname. Okay, so there's a user. Oh wow, why is the await there? I don't like that. Okay, so let message match user dot preferred name. Name. Get rid of that. None. You don't have a nickname set. Yeah. You don't. Oh yeah. No. There's no interpolating here. You just don't have a nickname set yet. And then this becomes message. Something like that. Receiving bot commands. It needs to get the chat messages ID. Oh, okay. In order to apply to both message your bot funds, it includes the tag. Got it. Okay. Replying to. Got it. Okay, so we'll add that later. It's fine. And then if it's not empty, let user equals get or create let old nickname. Don't need the clone. It can also be a reference. I don't think I need the actual thing. Yep. Update Twitch chatter nickname. This is just user update Twitch chatter nickname. I don't even think that needs to be that. This is just like that execute or something. Those aren't even real at all. It's just like, I don't know. Users, Twitch chatter, new nickname's a string, that works. No, so this is Update Twitch chatters. Set preferred name where Twitch username is this. New nickname. Comma Twitch username. Fetch one. And yeah. A result of nothing. Okay, nothing. Build. We definitely do need to figure out how to get it to realize about the environment variables in here. Yeah, because it like breaks my Rust analyzer's ability to do anything. It's 50. Yeah, it's gonna be both of those. Yeah. These both need to return an okay. Getting closer. Ah. That's, oh, nope, not generate. Public. That's what it was missing. Import, there we go. Oh, and then there's this isn't a real function. That's just a little alias for it. Reads a little nicer. Okay. Let's say that's not the actual error, it's this one. Yeah, it doesn't need the pool, it just needs a reference to the pool. That makes a lot more sense too. Oh, I see. Don't need the whole thing. User dot Twitch username. Oh, so close. Twitch chatters is private? No, it's not. It's fine. Where's Twitch chatters? Like, why don't I just see the... There we go. It can be public. That's fine. Everything can be public for now. Nice. Okay. So do we set the things now? You say nickname. If you don't have a nickname, you get that. Okay. Let message equals format bang. Unwrap or else user dot Twitch username toString. Oh. Reference to a user. It does not need a user here. as ref. Like I don't need that. Expected wait, what? Oh, that's fine. Oh yeah, well, I see. Got it. Cool, cool, cool. And let's send this message. Your nickname has been updated from blah to blah. Okay. Build. Okay. Cargo run. Okay. Transcribing should still work too. Just to say it. Yep. Okay. Awesome. And trying some chat. Nickname. You don't have a nickname set. Look at that. Okay. Ooh, I'm not sure it caught that one though. Nickname, and then I gave it something different, and it just didn't respond to me. But I also don't think it errored. Something I realized that was fun. For some reason, I didn't claim the username on Twitch for my bot months ago and someone took it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry. That is very unfortunate though. I realized like my bot is the coreyja bot right now, but it might want to I might want to make a new account with a better username and try to get Byte. Though I imagine Byte's already taken, but I guess I didn't check yet. I should probably do that after stream. Oh, they're gonna talk to us because they heard their name.
Sounds like a fun idea. If you're interested in creating a new account with a different username, I can help you with that. And don't worry, I will assist you in checking if the username Byte is available after the stream. Good luck with your stream, by the way.
Thanks, that was helpful. You can't actually help me with that, but thanks for trying. The Twitch thing's broken now. I broke it. I wonder what happened. I'm thinking of not breaking the terms of service and not buying a username, and I would never do such a thing as it's against the rules. Hey, you know? Never do things that are against the rules, right? That would be awful. That would be awful and terrible, and you definitely shouldn't do that. Watching you and Prime at the same time is tough. I bet. I bet that is not an easy thing to do. Okay. I can actually not grab two really nerdy ones safely. Ooh, I like that. Nerdy ones are always good names. So my bot knows my nickname. It did save. Oh, okay. Now it's working fine. And my bot shouldn't be getting like rate limited in chat. It's a mod, so it should be able to do that. Is Prime a show you're watching TCP stream, or just like Amazon Prime in general? I don't know if I know a show called Prime. Or is Prime another streamer? There's so many options. Pinged you in Discord with them, since I definitely don't want to mention that here. That's fair. I will. That was probably that ding I heard a little bit, Opus. I will check that later. A Rust streamer. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I actually did know the Primeageddon. I did that sounds more familiar. I just wasn't thinking about that. I need to check out more streamers in general, so I know more what everyone's talking about. And yeah, that's fair. Watching two streams at once doing different coding has got to be not the easiest to follow along with. But thanks for trying. I'll check them out after stream, Opus. We'll chat about them in Discord. I'm excited though. I like good names. Okay, so the nickname thing seems to work okay. So let's wire it up to be used in a few more places. Like any place that we're gonna pipe it through to be said out loud. Yeah, okay, so let preferred name equals preferred name. Isn't there just like a preferred Twitch name? Yep. Config.db with a borrow. And this is just nickname. And then it should just give me a string preferred name and throw that down here. Not like that. Like that. Put it in the right spot of our format here. And now if you have a nickname set and you use the .byte command, or not dot, the exclamation point byte command, it should read your message with the corrected username. And let's do join too, even though I turned that off.
Hey there, you can use either the .byte command or the exclamation point byte command to interact with me. I'll make sure to read your message with the corrected username. Let's do join.
Thank you for the enthusiasm there, Byte, but that is not 100% true. Dot does not work. You definitely have to use the exclamation point version at the moment, just in case anyone was going to take a bite at their word there.
Hello, I'm Byte, your helpful stream companion. How can I assist you today?
Well, it would be very nice if you only listened when I asked for you. But that's more my fault. Okay, so now even the joined should use preferred name instead of what was there before. Thinking about how the have you heard your name Opus Bopus with the text to speech? It's pretty hilarious. If you just do before I reboot my server, which yeah, it's still running the old version. If you you did hear it before? Yeah, it was pretty funny. It's pretty great how it does yours. If you do the byte command right now, you could hear it, but I'm about to reboot it and we'll add nicknames, and then you could probably make it better. Okay, so mine should now have nickname support, and I set my nickname to coreyja, like with spaces, so I think it'll pronounce it better. So now I think I should be able to do this. Hey, what is my name? And,
Hi Corey, your name is coreyja. Nice to meet you.
So it didn't work? coreyja is what I was hoping for, and it didn't really do that. So maybe we need to work on that. TCP stream, what do you think about Vim, NeoVim? I like NeoVim a lot. I used NeoVim up until a handful of years ago, maybe 1 or 2 years ago. And now I use VS Code, obviously. I really liked Vim. I ended up at the point where I didn't want to configure plugins as much anymore, and VS Code was a little just everything works out of the box. And I made my Vim slow enough that it wasn't faster than VS Code at the point I was running it. So now I'm on VS Code. I like it, but I still love Vim. I have Vim key bindings and all of that turned on because I can't lose those for sure. Opus Bopus. Yeah, that was a good pronunciation guide, Opus. I like that. It obviously didn't listen to you, or not obviously, but it doesn't. I don't think it listened to you. Maybe not slower than, well, I don't know. I think VS Code's pretty responsive. So yeah, I had slowed it down. Like I could pull up my VS Code and play around with it, but it definitely wasn't fast. Ooh, doing the double there, TCP. That'll be interesting. Also, does it just not continue working well? Does it work for like one thing that happens in Twitch and then it just stops? Well, thank you for trying the Edge Cases TCP stream. I do appreciate it. Give it one more shot if you want to try again. I think like the first Twitch commands are working and then they stop working. I'm not really sure about that one. That one's weird. Or Opus, if you want to try your new username thing, you could try it out. Though it didn't seem to work for me with the nickname.
Hello there, how can I assist you today?
Nothing exciting. It hurt. It got you there though. But wait, was that it hearing me? Because that wasn't chat actually. Maybe it was chat. I don't know which one that was. Huh, I need better event notifications here. So I don't know if your nickname's getting set, Opus. Yeah. Go to the SQL editor. Select star from Twitch chatters. Yep, it's getting set. Doing just nickname gave you a response. But like, yeah, so something with the Twitch chat isn't working, right? Because it's set. Opus Bopus is set in the database. So it's something on the other end. I don't think more than one Twitch message is working. Like the first one works, and then I have to restart my server for it to do it again. Yeah, that makes sense because I think your first one, this restart, was setting it. But then why didn't it respond? It should have responded to setting it. But it definitely is setting it. Okay, and actually let's turn... No, it's fine. It can keep whispering. The whisper is not a huge deal to me. Oh, let's see. TCP stream. Did I? Oh, I did. Love it. That was tricky. I wasn't sure if that was gonna catch it with the server on or not, but we did. It's just really, he's really not responding to that anymore though. Your nickname has been updated to, and then send it. One interesting thing about this is that it like seems like it's synchronous, which isn't great for being in an async context. So that's potentially weird. Stream next await transpose. Yeah, while yep, so that's gonna, and so I could add a print line here that's like got new IRC, and that should fire like a lot, right? Not a lot, but kind of a lot. And the unreachable is not in a spot that's messing with this, right? No, because if we get a join command, we just skip it. That's totally fine. Here's all my unhandled messages. Love
Your
it.
name is Opis Bopis. If you prefer, I can call you Bope for short.
That... Wait, I think that was with a correct pronunciation, right? That sounded better than I think it was doing before. What do you think? How'd you feel about that? Opis, boopis. It's getting better. Yeah, definitely better. I'm not yeah, I agree that it maybe wasn't perfect, but it was definitely better. But here, try it again. I don't think it'll respond to you, and I don't know why. I think it's just it's gonna be a once and done.
Hi, it looks like your message got cut off. If you can provide more information or complete your question, I'll be happy to help you out.
Interesting. So it's not only once. Does it deadlock on nickname? That's interesting. Yeah. Uh-huh. It does. That's interesting. And I think it's on setting the username too, where I bet it worked, right? Yep. It saved. And then just dies. I don't even, how would this be deadlocking? I just don't even have that. So like the thing is that this IRC client isn't async and it's synchronous. So that's not a deal. I guess I just need more logging, right? Print line. Updated nickname to this. Print line. Probably should just like add these as tracing things. Formatted message. Print line. Sent message. Oh yeah, it's not a function. It is a macro. Theoretically, it shouldn't unless the IRC library is just going into an infinite loop, even if it's sync. Yeah, right? It shouldn't just like, if I was doing something, like maybe it would like starve out my other cooperative async tasks or something, but it shouldn't like not do the sync work. Yeah, right? And if the IRC library is just doing that, then like, I guess the answer would be get a new IRC library, right? Okay. Oh, and I got some IRCs. Look at that. Okay. So getting works. And setting breaks it. Let's check the logs. Okay. So I probably shouldn't have done the get IRC one because that's now here a ton, but that's okay. Whisper is also going to get in our way. Wait. I can get any of these? But it... Yeah, sorry TCP, I took it down at the moment. I think you missed that one. Oops, I lost my Oh no, I have to write that whole query again. Yeah, okay, so it saved, but it didn't even print. Uh-oh. That's almost more troubling, right? Oh no, was it just up here more? Got new IRC? No, these are just the welcome messages. Did it not return? Just to be sure? Yeah, fair. Control F. Now what am I control Fing for? Like any of these. Like updated nickname too. That'll work. Okay, that didn't work at all. Updated. No. And like yeah, and searching works. Yeah. Okay, we keep going though, right? About to updating. Sure. We'll pretend that's how English works. So your update Twitch shadow username, right? It has to be. We're gonna do one more thing to confirm, but like it has to be. Because it does update in the database. Exactly, right? About to update. Yep, 100%. 100%. But like, it's not an exciting function. Yes it is. Not yes it is. I found it. SQLX execute without fetch. I think what's happening is it's waiting for results to come back on something that is not gonna have results come back. But interestingly, it didn't think execute. Oh no, it's just my editor. Yeah, and it is just execute. And the reason I was confused by that is because I tried execute earlier and my editor didn't auto-complete it, and I thought that was something exciting. It was not. Hey, Cubix, it is Rust you are seeing. Thanks for stopping by. We are writing a little bot in Rust today. And so we are trying to see. Okay, there we go. I think I fixed that deadlock there. It now knows my username. And yeah, it looks like it got your update. The things are coming out of my standard out here. Yes, okay. I think we are back in business as far as that goes. Nice. Okay, yeah, the nicknames seem to be working. That is definitely not what that behavior should be. Oh, you think that's a bug in SQLX? You'd call fetch1 deadlocking when there's nothing. Like, that's a hard, like, I'm guessing, right? I haven't looked at this code at all, but I'm guessing it's just waiting on receiving data, and it's just never going to. But yeah, I guess that could be a bug. There's got to be something, right? Fetch optional. Let's find out. I'll let you do the honors, Opus, of doing the nickname changing if that's okay. Like the query just returns 0 rows. It should just panic, right? Yeah, like I would have. I guess you're right, right? That definitely would have been my hope. I would have expected an error here. Nope. Updated, great. Fetch optional works. So fetch 1 is what's broken. What crate are you using for the Twitch API integration? So, I am integrated. Well, today I'm not integrating with the Twitch API directly. I do have a Twitch API integration that I worked on like probably 6 months ago, but we'll just redo that soon. This is using Twitch IRC, so Twitch chat is all piped to an IRC channel, and you can just do IRC stuff to talk to the Twitch chat. So that's what we're doing today. We're logging into the Twitch IRC and reading and writing messages there. Yeah, IRC, it's fun though. I like that that's an option. I will want to do Twitch API stuff to do like, you know, Twitch specific things, but it's pretty cool that it's IRC. And I also realized that I can actually, here, I can pull up the docs. Thought I already had them up. Yeah, this. There's like, I can use like all the Twitch commands. So like I can have my bot start using these commands to like do things on stream. So like, you know, my bot could send the ban IRC message to ban someone or something if needed to be. Edit the VIPs and stuff, which is pretty fun. I didn't realize that I hadn't thought about that. I could be able to do that through there. Yeah, Opus, I agree with you, right? I really would want an error type instead. Well, I definitely don't want a deadlock. A deadlock's like kind of the worst case. It doesn't really make sense to ever deadlock in that kind of situation. But I can imagine they could be a little tricky. Maybe I'll try to make an issue after, just to jot it down and see if anyone knows what's going on in SQLX land. Oh, we also are on an old version of SQLX. We're on 0.6, not 0.7, because I was getting different weird errors in 0.7, and the internet told me to downgrade, and that solved all my issues. So I did that. What am I using for IRC? I think I'm just using the IRC crate? Question mark? I looked and I did find a Twitch specific IRC crate, but it didn't seem like it was as maintained and didn't seem that exciting. It seems like I can basically do most of it through the normal IRC. Yeah, so I'm just using the IRC crate. And it's pretty low level for IRC, but it's totally usable. It works reasonably. It's asyncy, so you get a stream, and you operate on it. Things are pretty, like, if you know IRC, it'll probably be easier. I'm not super duper familiar with IRC, so it's a bit low level. But, oh, here's some of the favorite projects. Oh yeah, so maybe some of these, and maybe even one of these is kind of a good wrapper. No, these all seem like bots that are using IRC, but still, probably some good things to look at there. Opus Bopus says, I eventually want to make a wrapper around Tokyo Postgres because I basically only use SQLX for sanitization and connection pooling, so I have a lot of overhead for nothing. Of course, it's not a lot of overhead, but it's there. Yeah, I didn't really know much about IRC either, Cubics, but I got going relatively easily with this, so I don't think it needs a lot of knowledge, right? Like, I just had to figure out what a prefix was, and like Twitch repeats your nickname 3 times. So, like, there's just some oddities, but it wasn't anything crazy. I was your second message there, Opus, was what I was about to ask you. I was like, I like SQLX because of all the compile time verification-y stuff. So I was curious how you felt about that. It is a pain within CI. I do think it's nice that they made offline the default. Like, you don't have to do a feature anymore for the offline support where you can prepare the, it was JSON. They might have changed the format file ahead of time. So that makes it a little better, but I agree it's not nice. But I really love the compile time checking because I really don't want to have type errors. Like, I just love Rust so much for having everything be checked at compile time for that kind of stuff. So when we then pull in Postgres and lose all of that, it makes me sad. So I really like the compile time checks that SQLX gives. Let's remove some of these print lines because I don't need them. If I wanted to keep them long term, I would have added tracing messages at the right levels, but I didn't. Okay. Have you tried Diesel? I have tried Diesel, but it was a long time ago. I should try Diesel again. One reason that I haven't tried Diesel, one reason that I used SQLX instead of Diesel when I started on some projects 8-ish months ago maybe, was that SQLX is async and Diesel is not. And I was doing async for everything else, so it seemed like I probably wanted to stay in the async ecosystem. Is Diesel, do you know, is Diesel async now? I could look this up, but I'm wondering if you know. I think they were working on it, but last I checked, I wasn't sure. I always run into limitations with ORMs that make me write SQL anyways. Yeah, Opus, I'm in an interesting spot. One of the things that I really like about Diesel and why I want to give it a shot is it's written by Sage, who, or they I'm not sure if they're a maintainer anymore, but they built it initially, and they were a maintainer of Rails and Active Record for a while, and I really liked their work and their changes to that ORM. And I am a big fan of Active Record ORM in general since it's what I've used a lot. So it gives me hope that Diesel, like, is a really well made ORM and solves a lot of the problems that I would have. But the async one is the thing that I ran into last time. Not async officially, I don't think. Yeah, that's pretty fair. SQLX's ORM. Do they have an ORM? I think I was just saying on their site that they said they aren't an ORM. But maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, Diesel is just SQL but just Rust. Yeah, Diesel is just SQL but just Rust. Sorry, I'm missing what you mean by that, Cubics. You can't even have an option I32 in a struct because of lifetime errors with SQLX's from row trait. Oh, wow. Oh, I haven't looked at the from row trait too much, so I'll definitely need to take a look at that. Interesting. Oh man, an option I32 does seem pretty easy, but that's... Yeah, SQL but written in Rust expressions. Yeah, and like, I haven't played around with Diesel that much, but does it have like some of the composability of queries? That's one thing that I do love about ORMs, specifically Active Records, the one that I know from Rails. And I love composability. So Rails has the concept of scopes, which are like query bits that you can reuse. So like if I have a user, I might be able to be like dot active to do the active scope, and then dot commented within the last 3 days, and then that does that where clause with maybe have some joins in it. And like I like being able to compose those pieces together in a way that like SQL's slightly hard to compose full queries. So how does Diesel do with that? I've heard CORM is decent. Yeah, I've heard about that one too. I haven't tried it out. I think one reason I haven't tried it out is because I was feeling like you are, Opus, where like if there wasn't one that just like I already knew and was perfect, it felt like I maybe didn't want an ORM and I just wanted SQLX to write queries. I might be coming around on that just in general, but we'll see. I'm gonna use SQLX on this. I think if anything, we'll like build our own ORM kind of on top, right? We'll try to find the common bits and make our own thing, because that's kind of the goal of all of this here, is just building our own stuff and having fun. Cubics, I'm not sure you can do that. I can't quite remember though. Maybe I was just using it wrong. But you were writing full queries everywhere. Yeah, that's fair, and I think that's not uncommon with ORMs, though I don't have a lot of experience with a ton of different ones. But it's something that I really like, the composability, and I think if you're gonna go for an ORM, that I think is one of the benefits that makes it at least more worth it to me. But yeah, I've just gotten to the point. I need to like do this better so I can talk to the mic while reading chat, but. I've just gotten better to the point where SQL, where I can write most things I need first, or with little Googling, if anything. I don't really need a good query builder. Good query builder with full support for Postgres types, I would consider the ideal middle ground. Yeah, so I don't even think that I think an ORM makes it easier to write queries. And I think that's one of the things that I agree with you, Opus. I don't know if I ever think that a query builder makes it easier. It's just different. So I kind of learned to write complex queries in Active Record, and then I would have to learn how to translate those to raw SQL, and then now I go the opposite. Now I can translate raw SQL to Rails, but like I'm not sure. I think one is easier. They're just different. So I think I kind of agree with you in essence there that like that's not the exciting bit of an ORM for me ever. Though I guess the composability fits in there, which is the exciting bit. So it's a gray area, isn't it? Okay. And I wonder if the nickname Deadlock was also the Whisper dying Deadlock. Not sure that is right, but Whisper has since died in a while, and I think the IRC stuff is still working too. Yeah, SQL is really simple for the majority of applications. It's just select from where, though I had like 2 years of SQL classes. Yeah, right. That is pretty funny how like the majority of relatively simple SQL is really simple. But then I feel like it's one of those things where when it goes crazy, it can get crazy pretty quickly, which isn't bad, right? Just kind of funny. Oh, and let's definitely get rid of that. I don't want to wait. Oh yeah. Oh no. We should be getting a lot of that. Nope, IRC stopped again. I think. Let's confirm this. Oh no. Oh, I only printed get IRC when it was a. Wait, when did I print? No, that's on any message. That's on any IRC. So did I just miss them in the logs here? Yeah, okay. I was just missing them in the logs. Nothing exciting. Okay, ignore me. IRC still working great. Opus says, I learned SQL stupidly fast because the first time I really used it, it was against a ton of player data from Minecraft server, and my job was to optimize queries. Oh yeah, query optimization will get you in the weeds really quickly, I bet. Especially like it sounds like it was at least moderately large data, so that'll put you in the weeds really quickly for sure. Okay, so nicknames I think are working. Yeah, no, I do agree though. I think an optimization SQL task is a little bit of a weird one for someone who doesn't know SQL well. But it sounds like it worked out for you, so not awful. But wow, was it so much nicer than Mongo after not too long. I've never really like built anything in a MongoDB type database. Like, I know of them, but I've always been a relational kind of guy, so I stick with that for the most part. Just chat. Okay, so Byte can do some good stuff now. He can respond to you all in chat. You all can set usernames. Let's do this. Let's get joins back. Yeah, Cubics, it's a great question. It's because I'm lazy. I'm doing this wrong, and I've actually mentioned it a few times on stream that I'm not doing it the way I want to be doing it. So what I actually would want to do is use tracing. So I actually prefer tracing over the log crate if you're not familiar. It goes beyond just the logs from log and provides tracing, so you can like wrap a whole function and you know when you're in that function, and it provides spans as well as events and traces. So what are their two, what do they call them? Sorry, I'm messing it up. They have spans and events. So a span has a beginning and an end time, and it may be entered or exited by the flow of execution, and may exist within a nested tree of similar spans. And then there's also events that are more like log. So I would use tracing. And I actually have tracing in here. Like, it's set up. If we look at my main here, I even have set up tracing. So like all I would have had to do instead of doing print line is do like info bang. And it would have done the right thing. So there's no reason to be using print line. Absolutely no reason. I think they were more temporary, so I felt okay. I wasn't planning on having them long term, but I should have been using tracing the whole time. There was no reason to be using print line. Tracing spans are so nice for profiling, even though profiling Java code is definitely so much easier. Yeah, I love tracing for everything. I love it for profiling. And just debugging in general. I've always been a print line debugging fan, but I really think that tracing is like just kind of one step above print line debugging, because you get the knowing what span you're in stuff is really helpful, and then it's besides that basically just logging. So I really like it. Cubic says, I did try it briefly, but I was designing my app the way I was designing it with log without any knowledge of it, so quickly switched back to log. Yeah, that's fair, right? If it's one of those things where you have to get used to it a bit for sure. just if you wanted to know and didn't already, Cubics, there is a for log users, so you can drop it in as a drop-in replacement. So if you just import user log, it should note that tracing exposes a set of macros with the same syntax. So basically, they should be basically drop-in replacements, and then you can start slowly using the spans as you get used to them. But it hopefully would just work with the same invocations as log. But you know, still, it might not work that well. I do really like it, and I think one of the things is the visualizations of it are really powerful. So I have it hooked up to Honeycomb in production, or like in the web UI. So if we log in, I think Google, yeah, coreyja fly.io, perfect. This is my blog. So these are like the things that I'm sending from my actual blog. We can look, and let's just grab what do I want to do? This on request looks like it's probably something. That was a pretty quick request. I don't know. Yeah, on my blog. What's going on here? Yeah. So I like these visualizations. I think they're where it's really, really helpful. And it's sometimes hard to get here. But you can see I have a span called request. This wraps every request that comes into my blog. And this little dot that's hiding under the number here is an event where I said that I started processing the request here, kind of like a log line. And then we do some processing, and then my post index span. So like I tried to render the post index for this amount of time, and then at the end I finished processing. And all of this is happening within a millisecond, which is absurd. But you know, yeah. I really like the visualization. So if you haven't seen tracing with like an actual UI, I think that can be one of the eye-opening experiences of how cool it can be. Well, the problem is that I was using it as part of an Axum app, but then I didn't know anything about it and had to switch back to Actix, which I'm pretty familiar with. Ah, yeah, that's fair. So that's a fun one. We should, I would love to chat with you about Actix versus Axum sometime, because I am more familiar with Axum, and I have never used Actix. I know of Actix, and it was kind of one of the like earlier web frameworks in Rust, but I've never really played with it too much personally. Which you may already know since you're doing them together, but Axum and tracing are by the same people. They're maintained by the same people, if I remember correctly. I think they're both maintained by the Tokyo. Yeah, both tracing and Axum are maintained by the Tokyo organization. So they work very well together. Kind of, obviously. I think you knew that already. Yeah, I would like to play with Actix more, though, just for trying different things. But it's one that I haven't played with much at all. While we're chatting here, I would actually really love to build a simple self-hostable version of something like Honeycomb, right? That can take in the open telemetry tracing data and display it for you. But not have to be huge and necessarily need a cloud service. Most of these require like multiple like huge databases because they want to be fast and they want to be scalable. But I want one that's like just small and just doesn't need to do all those things. So I might build one myself eventually. I think that would be a fun project. I do stream it after I hopefully finish my half a stream project. In the 4th stream, I'm going to be switching back to working on the Actix project. Sorry for the self-promo. Never be sorry for the self-promo. That's why we're all here. I love it. I will try to catch some of your streams and check it out. Back to working on the Actix one. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'll try to check those out and see how Actix is looking. Just because I haven't seen it all, it would be fun to stop by for sure. What's your project in Actix, if you don't mind? Don't have to answer me though. It's fine either way. But always fun to hear what people are working on. Let's check out some of my stats from my blog while we're here. It's usually not exciting, but it's always fun to check. Wow, I got a lot of hits to the homepage this morning, 27th, 8 a.m. Wonder what that was. That looks like a bot or something, but that was a lot. It's not even the RSS feed. Interesting. I also don't know what these workbox ones are. I don't think I've ever run anything that's called workbox. So I don't know where those are coming from. Posts, nothing exciting. Nothing's getting super popular. This is how they always look though. Nothing exciting. Oh wow, this chest Chen one's getting way more just views randomly than I thought. FMMPG's getting a good few every day. That's fun. Nice. Nice. I need to publish more of these Today I Learns because they're just fun. They're nice and easy too. So just I'll do my self promo now, Cubics. We were just looking at the stats from my blog, coreyja.com. You can go check it out. I've got some blog posts, and what I've actually been doing more recently is publishing these weekly newsletters. I've been publishing them on Fridays, so this one came out on Friday. Well, got sent to newsletter subscribers on Friday and published to my blog on Saturday. So if you want to be the most up-to-date possible, you got to sign up for the newsletter. But I just chatted about what I was working on this week, my past streams, and then I've been started doing this topic of rambling on a topic. So we talked a little bit about structural versus nominal types this week. I want to expand this to a full post because I think there's a lot of more info that I can cover there. That's just a very quick overview. But yeah, that's my newsletter. We've been having fun with that. And then you can also check out all of my past streams. Oh, it looks like I'm missing 1 or 2 links here, but they're all on my YouTube. And these are the Today I Learns that I was just mentioning. They're nice and quick. Nice little, like, I found a way to clean up unused TypeScript files, and then a little paragraph or 2 about it. I like these a lot. They're nice and easy for me to publish, and apparently they get a few views a day, which is always fun. Okay, well, let's see here, team. We did pretty good today. We fixed the freaking silly audio issue at the beginning. That took us way longer than I would have liked, but you know, sometimes that happens. Oh, and I'm in tmux now apparently, so I can do splits like this. I used to use tmux for everything, and then I stopped, but now I kind of regret it because I like it. So maybe I should go back to it because I do like being in tmux and being able to split. Yeah, well, luckily, Cubics, it wasn't audio issues on stream. Stream could always hear me. I have had streams where I had audio issues and didn't know it and no one could hear me, and those were unfortunate. This was issues in the bot that's listening. So I don't actually know if you've really seen this. I can do things like, hey, Byte, what's the weather today? And it won't be able to answer that question because it has no idea how the weather is. But it will be able to answer me. Hopefully.
Hey there, don't worry, I've got you covered. While I may not have direct access to current weather information, I can still help you with a lot of other things. Feel free to ask me anything else you'd like to know or any other assistance you need.
So we're having problems with that at the beginning of stream, where it just thought I was saying blank audio the entire time, no matter what. And it turned out to be a really simple thing. I just wasn't actually filling my buffer, and it just was empty, and it was sad. But it took us a while to get there, but it was pretty fun. Yes, ChatGPT API. So let me go over the little. I'll go over that quick. It's pretty fun. So the process there is we. Hey, backward spy. So the process for that text-to-speech kind of process is we are recording audio in little snippets and saving those to a buffer in memory. Then we pipe that through Whisper locally. So the Whisper speech-to-text model from OpenAI, but we're doing it local. It's on my machine. That transcribes it. Then I look in the transcription for the keyword, which is our bot's name, which is Byte. Though since I said it, though, he might hear it and respond to me now. It's going to. And then if we detect the keyword, we take that sentence with a little...
I'm Byte, your helpful chatbot and stream companion. How can I assist you today?
So when we find that little snippet where I said the keyword, we take a little audio before, a little audio after, and send that transcript off to ChatGPT, get a response, and then just text to speech it back out my speaker, which is fun. I like it a lot. Hey, Backward Spy, how was dinner? Thanks for dropping back in again. And Opus says, I don't know if I'm just unlucky or what, but my super key on my ThinkPad broke when I was trying it out for Sway the first time. Trying out Sway for the first time. What is Sway what is Sway? Opus Popus? I'm not sure I'm familiar with that. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with the bot. And actually, Cubics, if you want to interact with Byte, you can. You can do !Byte and then a message, and it'll, do the ChatGPT and respond to you thing over the speaker. And what did we do? Today we added nicknames. So you can set a nickname.
Hello there, I'm Byte, your helpful chatbot companion. How can I assist you today? Hello, as an AI, I don't have feelings, but I'm here to help you. How can I assist you today?
I think that second one was you. I think that first one was me saying the magic word. Um, um, and so we added nicknames today though. So if you do exclamation point nickname, it'll tell you if you have one set, and then you can set it with exclamation point nickname and give it something so that when it says your username, it can pronounce it better. And that's more helpful for when I added a joined thing. So when new people come into the chat, it'll like announce that they joined. And the nicknames will hopefully make that sound a little better, because you know it's very hard to pronounce usernames, especially for this text to speech. Oh, and so getting back to you, Opus, a windowing manager. That's fun. That's nice.
Hi there. To help me provide a more personalized response, could you please let me know what you mean by TCP stream and clarify what you're looking for?
Well, it worked TCP stream. I just don't think the LLM understood that that was a name. I think I need to work on my prompt formatting there. I think it got confused. What am I using for text to speech? Right now I'm on a Mac and I'm just using the say command line tool, which uses whatever the built-in text to speech is for Apple. I might wire in an API so that we have options for more voices and more options and stuff. But maybe that'll be next stream. I was thinking it would kind of be fun to add like a viewer reward option, like maybe you use some of your teamwork tokens to change the voice of Byte for a bit. And I think I need a service with a lot of voices to offer something like that. So yeah.
Hello there. It sounds like you're looking for a service that offers a wide variety of voices. There are actually several options available for voice services, depending on what you're looking for. Can you provide more specific details about the type of service you need or any preferences you may have? That way, I can guide you in the right direction.
That was funny. Hey Byte, what's the best text-to-speech service to use that has lots of voices and can be done in real time? I don't think it caught it that time. Oh yeah, you can see that it didn't get the keyword there. Yeah, I'll let you know, Cubics. When I was looking at it, I was looking at paid services, unfortunately. Like I was looking at the Google text-to-speech, and might end up just using one of those. So I will definitely let you know if I find something self-hosted, open sourceable in that space, but I might end up using a paid service because it looks like that's where the best options are. I heard that Meta was doing some models on some generative text-to-speech, but I'm not sure they released them. I think they just put out a paper, potentially. Yeah, hopefully you can figure out what's going on with your keys there, Opus. I guess it's better that the key's not broken, though, when it's software. I'm always happy when it's a software issue, not a hardware issue, because I am not as much of a hardware person. Hey Byte, are there any good open source text-to-speech libraries? Oh man, it's not getting the keyword. So one thing that I want to do to make this better is instead of looking at the transcript for the keyword, I want to actually look at like the audio and do keyword detection at the audio level. I think that'll hear me a lot better. But this was faster to get up and running. Just try out all the window managers until you find one that works. I like that. I think that's the way to go though, right? You gotta see what all the options are. Hey Byte, what's the best text-to-speech service?
Hello. It seems there was an audio issue and I couldn't hear the full question. Could you please rephrase or type out your question? I'm here to help.
Yeah, so we need to work on that audio detection there a little bit. I don't want to actually have to type to Byte. That's a lot of work. Okay, yeah, I think we're probably gonna wrap up here pretty soon. Been a good stream for today. We got things fixed and we got, well, actually we have a full DB now. Like we can write things to the database from bot. Our bot can read and write from the database. That's not really the sentence I started trying to say, but that's okay. And we can remember preferred names, which is pretty fun. And yeah, I think we'll do maybe some poll features. We'll actually integrate with the Twitch API next time. Oh, one sec, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that, team. I'm back. So I think we'll integrate with the Twitch API next time so that we can do things like interact with viewer rewards and, I don't know, all those kind of fun things. Know when people do different actions. Maybe run some polls. Byte thought that would be fun if we could run polls. Oh well, yeah, see, I haven't been in Linux for a while with all those
Byte,
window managers.
absolutely. Polls can be a great way to engage with your audience and gather their opinions. Many platforms, including social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook, have built-in polling features that allow you to create and share polls with your followers. You can ask anything from simple yes-no questions to more complex multiple-choice questions. Just let me know if you need any help setting up a poll or if you have any specific questions about running one.
I was gonna ask another question, but I didn't have another one that came to mind. Oh wait, was there no clippings? No, there was a lot of clippings. I just wasn't reading them right. Closure used to substitute value, unwrap or, yeah. Oh yeah, that's not an or else situation. Yep, that's pretty fair. Thank you, Clippy. Cool. Just doing some cleanups. Oh, I can just two-string it. Yep, you don't need a format. Two-string. Remove that. Yeah. Unused import. Any more to go? Yeah, that one. One more to go. There we go. Okay. Ability to save preferred usernames in the DB. Awesome. Okay. And I think with that, team, we're gonna get out of here for the day. I've actually gotta get offline to work on my RustConf presentation. So I'm actually giving a talk at RustConf here in just a few weeks. So I gotta get the last bit of polish on that. So I gotta go finish up some illustrations there and give it a practice time to my wife here this afternoon. So I'm gonna get out of here and start doing that. I had a lot of fun today, team, though. Thanks for coming along. Let's see if Byte can do a good wrap-up for us. He's done a good one before. Hey, Byte, stream is over. You want to give a good wrap-up?
Hello there. Thank you for reaching out to me. I'm actually called Byte, not Byte, but no worries. I'd be more than happy to help you wrap up your stream. First of all, congratulations on finishing your stream. I hope it went well. If you're looking for a good wrap-up, here's a suggestion. Thank you all so much for joining me today on the stream. We had some great discussions, lots of laughs, and I appreciate every single one of you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the content and had a good time. Don't forget to follow or subscribe to stay updated on future streams. Take care and see you next time. Feel free to customize the wrap-up based on your stream's content and audience. Let me know if there's anything else I can assist you with.
That was perfect, Byte. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you, everyone, for, and they say AI is cold, right? That was pretty warm. Couldn't have said it better myself, Byte. So I appreciate everyone coming and hanging out, and I definitely appreciate everyone coming and chatting with me today. I have a lot of fun when we get chatters here, so thank you, everyone. I'm gonna get out of here, and if you want to do more chatting before I'm back on stream, come check out my Discord. You can find the link in my GitHub and Twitch profiles. And with that, I think I'm gonna get out of here, team. Have a good Sunday, and I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.